Hey, what up, everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today we were on the green server. On the level, was he 54 here? 55? I don't know, man. I think 54. 54 is what I'm gonna guess. Back in Nagafin's Lair. Gonna be finishing up this footage here from our first time in Nagafin's Lair. And my mic is really being weird today. I know I talk about it in every single one. The gain is like, it's like, whoo. All right, anyway, let's keep going. I don't know. It's usually fine anyway. Okay, shut up. All right, so we were right here doing the kobolds. Is this okay? This is after the priest. I don't know that we think we did the priest, and that was the end of the last one. We got the carnal pauldrons. So yeah, I'm sure you watched the first one if you're watching this one, but the first one, we we found the zone for the first time. I got my Cloak of Crystalline Waters. I don't think I have my Narandi's Lance yet because I'm not 55 yet, and you have to be 55. Just remember that if you're planning on following along and getting the same stuff I'm getting, which I don't expect anybody out there to be doing that, but maybe one day, who knows. The Narandi's Lance you can't use till level 55, so there's really, I got it a little bit before, like at 54, just so I had it when I turned 55. It's kind of like getting a spell that you're going to need the next level. So at the moment, I can't use it, but I'm getting very close to being able to use it, and I bought it, so I have it when I turn 55. Got the cloak. I can put the cloak on now. Got the haste. I got new gloves, because I had Silver Kite and hand wraps, which had haste on them, so I took those off. Once I put the cloak on, put different gloves on with different stats. And we're here for the first time in Nagafin's Lair. In part one, I showed the run up to it with the volcano, the entrance, coming in. This session, the main problem was me being too big and having to duck everywhere. But we did the kobolds, basically. We went to the left and back towards the way you come in. And that whole section right there is the kobolds. And we did a lot of that section. We killed the kobold priest, who's one of the main named over there. And now we're heading towards bats and bugs. We're by the crusher trap. There's still a couple kobolds as you're getting closer to bats and bugs. And it's a couple kobolds, but this might be the last one we see. Got Delmar with us, of course, Trey. He here is level, I think, 55, 54, 55, once again, something like that. Doesn't really matter, 54 or 55. And killing this last, maybe, kobold before we get to the bats and bugs. There is a bat hanging out up in the little alcove right here. Those are kind of strange. I don't know what to say about those. Sometimes they'll join in the fight. Sometimes they won't. They're hard to pull. If they're just sitting there and they're the only thing in the room, it's kind of hard to get them to come down. But if you're fighting like another bat in the room, they will come down. Like there's two bats right there. You think they would see us. It says ready to attack, but they are green, I guess. But I don't know. We really don't know where we're going. I am looking at the map in the background a little bit, but it's the first time I'm here, so I'm still trying to understand the map. One weird thing about Naggy's Lair was that kobolds were dropping better loot than like bats and bugs and lava duck crawlers, but those are higher levels. So you kind of, if you want experience, you gotta kill the bats and bugs and lava duck crawlers. But if you want loot, it's kind of more kobolds. But kobolds are hard to fight. It's like a monk right there, tail drop. Shout out to that person. He's doing the lava duck crawlers. Seems to be a monk thing, because that's not the same monk that's going to be in our next video. That monk's name is Chikara. So, must be a monk thing to kill the lava duck crawlers. Alright, so we went past the crusher trap. We're out of the kobold area. We're kind of heading right down the middle, and that'll lead you to this, which if you head to the right, it's lava duck crawlers. If you head to the left, it's the noxious bat, whatever it's called, the noxious guano harvester. No, okay, not the noxious, it's the guano harvester if you head this way. So the way we're heading is towards the guano harvester, which is a zone line, which I would say is probably the best zone line if you're going to sit by a zone line and kill things that are higher level than kobolds. So if you come to Nagafin's Lair for the first time, and you want to know what to shoot for. Like, what if you've never been here before and you're like, okay, where do I go? I'd say like right around here would be where you'd want to go. I'll show you. I'm showing you in this video where to go. So this isn't the spot, but we're heading towards the spot. And it's like the first safe spot. You can sit next to a zone line, kind of get your bearings, figure out where you're at. You're not going to stay there or anything. I'm not saying that, but you can get to that spot, and now you're at a zone line, and you're closer to your final destination, where you're going to actually be getting experience, instead of sitting by the entrance. And once you figure it out, though, you'll probably come in the entrance, go straight to where you want to go. But I'm just saying, for your first time in here, you might want to go where we're going. So lava beetle's still giving experience. I said next is the Nox corridor where green silk and drape drops. Might be right. I don't know. I thought it was guano harvester up here. But yeah, there's a little platform here, a little mani pad, with a couple death beetles up there. If you keep going straight, you got lava beetle here, some bats up there. Supposedly the guano harvester's like invis, and I mean, if you have like Dead Man Floating on or See Invis on, you should probably be able to see it. But it drops like the large soiled bag, which is okay. When I saw that thing, I was like, yeah, I want one of those. It's like really good. It's a big bag with really good weight reduction, and then you get it and you realize it can only carry like tiny little jewels. So it's like, sucks. I mean, it's not horrible. You can put it in your bank or use it if you're doing some sort of trade craft or whatever, you know what I mean. It's useful, but not for like me. I was wanting to carry big ass weapons in it, and I bought one for like, I don't even remember how much. It was at least 500 plat, and I bought one and I put it in my bank eventually. Like, oh man, I wish I didn't buy that. So that's what drops here. It's kind of like that the dagger that procs bandages. It sounds useful and it's worth a decent amount, but you're gonna have trouble selling it. Is the problem, because not everybody wants it. I still haven't sold that dagger. Not that I want to anymore. I kind of gave up, but I even forget what it was called already. Like, I have two of them. The skinning knife. The skinning knife sounds good in theory, but yeah, I guess it's a proc, which is so dumb. I mean, I guess you could walk around and hit greens, and I'm sure there's a way to use it. There's a lot of stuff in this game that if you like the eye that you make that can help you pull, and using your pet to pull, and there's so many things in this game where you can min-max and get a bunch of crazy stuff in your inventory, and I don't really do all that. I don't know. People like to say that I suck at this game, but how did I get to 54? How did I get to 60? Where's your 60? Where's your 54? You know what I mean? Like, I've had a couple comments recently, just very little. Like, most people are cool, and they thank me for showing a camp or showing them how to play. I'm definitely not bad. I always say I'm above average. I'm not saying I'm an expert or I'm a solo artist or I'm the best at the game or anything like that. I'm not Chikara. I'm not some other person. You know what I mean? All I am is a person playing the game that's an average Joe that's been playing for a long time, that's like above average. And one thing they pointed to was me using my mouse for everything. Well, I do that so you can see what I'm doing. Like, that's why I'm doing that. If I used hotkeys for everything, you wouldn't know what I was doing unless you like really pay attention. If I use the mouse for everything, you just follow the mouse. Okay, what's he doing right now? He's taunting. What's he doing now? He's auto attacking. What's he doing now? Oh, he's slamming. Okay, what's he doing now? Oh, he's casting boil blood. Okay, I see. Now what's he doing? Oh, he's doing his global cooldown. That's what he's going to do next, is global cooldown. Okay, now what? Slam? Okay. What's he doing next? What's he going to do? He's getting on the other side of the bat, so because he really sucks at this game and he doesn't, instead of facing the other way and not seeing what his partner's doing over there. Oh, that's weird. Slam. He's slamming right now. He's auto-attacking. What else is he doing? Just slamming, basically, and auto-attacking. That's all. Like, how hard is that to hit macro? Oh, he didn't. I'm not pushing the keys to slam. I'm not using the keys, guys. So I suck at the game. You think it'd probably be more? How about it's more impressive if I use a worse mechanical thing to get this far in the game? You guys always got it backwards. Some of y'all in the comments, not most of y'all, but like the once every once in a while, I feel like you get things backwards. Me using the mouse, it's harder to use the mouse, right? It's easier to use your macros and use your fingers on the keys. I know. Okay, I'm not raiding. I'm soloing. I can play however I want as long as I get the job done. And like somebody mentioned at one point, you can see exactly what I'm doing on the screen. What am I doing really? I'm slamming? You want me to hit a key for slam instead of, I'm just hovering over it, just clicking it. It's the same thing. I use my mouse to, and some people ask me like, how do you do certain views on your, like you're doing this, but how are you doing that? It's probably with my mouse, probably. I use my fingers for like the directions. I use WASD. I got left hand on WASD, I got right hand on mouse. So to move around, I use my left hand, and then I click everything with my right hand. You might do it the opposite. You might, I don't know. Dude, you might have both your hands on the keyboard. I don't care. I really don't care. I think if it's worse to use the mouse, then I must be awesome at this game, because I'm using something that's way worse, and I'm still winning and not dying and leveling. And then I'm going to quit talking about the hero's journey, I promise. Pretty soon. Sometimes I drag stuff. I drag it, but eventually I stop, right? But most of the people anybody that's saying anything is usually from that game. And I'm not, I played Bully with my kid. I played Lego Batman with my kid. I play Mario Kart with my kid. I play Fortnite with my kid. You play THJ. It's whatever, bro. I play games with my kids. You play THJ. It's whatever. I played Champions of Norath. You remember that one? I played EQOA. I played WoW. You could say some stuff about me, about what games I played. Okay? I just never chose to play THJ because I don't want to play a game that makes my favorite game just easier. That's never what I'm looking for. Okay? So, and you can call it, well, it's mechanically difficult. You're like reaching. That's reaching. It's mechanically difficult to have every spell in the game and have clarity on while I can fear kite while I have a mage pet. It's mechanically difficult. What are you talking about, bro? You can take the best things from each class, and now it's difficult? That's like having too many guns or too many bullets. Is how I got too many spells now. I don't know which one to choose. That's not a good excuse. Mechanically difficult. I bet you $1 million I could get on THJ and use my mouse and just kill everything kill way more than I can kill in this game. Get way further, way faster than I can on this game. But anyway, it is what it is. Somebody left a comment that got me irritated. I'm not even going to say their name because that's what they want. But trust and believe that they got taken care of by me. It's always got something to say back. But anyway, we've already gone over this before. I used to have a touchpad. I used to have a horrible laptop. So we just hit the zone line. That's what I was looking for, was the zone line. That's the zone line. It's kind of nice to just know where that is. You don't have to fight by it if you don't want to. This isn't really a spot to fight for real. It's a good first destination, I would say, when you come into Nagafin's Lair. It's the zone line by the Guano Harvester that's closest to the bats and the bugs and the lava duck crawlers and a Freed even, probably. Ranting and raving again. But, like I said, people have talked about how I play before. All I want to see is your level 60. That's all I want to see. I don't care if you have a 57, a 56, a 50. I just want to see your level 60. That's all I want to see. For real. And that didn't get power leveled. Let's look back through all the... Let's go talk to Talon. Come on to the green server. Come up to me and show me your level 60. And then we'll talk to Talon. And then we'll see if you were power leveled or somebody gave you a bunch of stuff or anything like that, if you would like. Because I didn't. I soloed all the way to 60. I duoed all the way to 55. I didn't need people to carry me like a woman playing THJ. Carry me around. I didn't need that. I did it on my own. So, anyway, just that one person out there, y'all. I'm almost done. THJ's dead anyway. We're talking about the dead now. I don't want to talk about the dead. I don't know. I'm not talking about your dead family members and stuff. You know what I mean? It's dead. It's in the ground. It's dead. It's dead. It's in the ground. It's under the dirt. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's gone. Like I knew it would be. So, It is what it is. Just quit. You quit bringing it up, and I'll eventually quit bringing it up. I can't promise anything because it just, I don't like it, and I feel like it's sissy, and now all the sissies are coming back, but they don't know what they're doing now. They're just running all around like they're playing THJ. It's annoying, and I didn't even know that was going to happen. Like, that's me not thinking ahead. I almost want it back. Go take it. Somebody bring it back. Somebody make up another little sissy game so they can all go back to it. Because I thought like a bunch of cool people would come back from THJ, but it's like a bunch of people that don't know how to play for real. So I'm sure there's cool people. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying. I'm talking about like very specific 1% of the people. But some people don't listen that far, so they just get mad right away. I'm not talking about everybody in general. That's how I get in trouble. I just start talking, and then everybody thinks I'm talking about them. But here we are fighting bats. Bats are pretty tough because they stun. You kind of want at least a duo if you're going to fight bats. Big time stun. I mean, if I tried to like fear kite them somewhere, maybe. I just never liked to fear kite indoors. It's not my thing. I know there's places you can do that for sure, but it's just not my thing. But I read a bunch of comments last video. So the last video wasn't Naggy's Lair Part 1. It was, I showed Thug and Kelathan killing Captain Silverwind. Who's a tough fight, by the way. Very tough fight. I gotta push all the right buttons to make sure I win that fight. If I make one mistake, I'm dead. And I already have died before to that same just one-on-one fight. Is that ever gonna happen? And you're ever gonna lose a one-on-one fight against the blue in THJ? Nope. I bet $100 you would never lose a one-on-one fight with the blue in THJ, or even an even, or even a yellow. You could probably fight 50 blues back to back to back to back. But I like to feel like the game is hard. Like each enemy that I'm defeating is very difficult and almost stronger than me. I don't want to like mow the grass and just kill everything. Like, go play Mega Bonk. Which I do want to play Mega Bonk. That looks like fun. But that's what THJ... Mega Bonk equals THJ to me, in my head. You're just running around like... like a freaking blender. With all the best spell. I got Clarity. Okay, here's what I want, guys. I want Ice Comet, Clarity, a Mage Pet. I want to be able to Fear Kite. I want to have Taunt, Harm Touch, Lay on Hands. I'd like to have all that stuff. And I didn't even say the coolest stuff. I just said I want to be a Bard / Monk / Necro / Enchanter. That's what I want to be. And I want to fly to the moon, drive a Lamborghini. I want to play Fortnite, drive a Lamborghini, and dress up like Sabrina Carpenter. So what's going to be next? We're going to get THJ Part 2. You're going to be dressing up like 6'7", Sabrina Carpenter, Labubu's. And telling me it's cool. Yeah, check out this new game where you can dress up like a Labubu's and Sabrina Carpenter. Drive around in Lamborghinis, but you're in Norath. Anyway, sorry. Somebody got me ranting. Maybe it's their secret plan to have a funny video. They just like... secret, because I didn't like mute them or ban them or anything. They can still, sometimes I'll do that if you really get me mad. I'll say something real piss you off and then I'll mute you so you can't even say anything back, because I don't know, it's fun. Most of the time though I like to argue, so I'll just not mute you. But if I really don't like you, I'll just say something horrible back to you and then I'll mute you so you can't even say anything back to me. It's funny. And then you think you're talking to me and you're just like typing and nobody can even see it. Not me, not anybody else in the world. You're just typing to yourself. It's hilarious. So yeah, keep saying stuff if you want. You're typing to yourself. But most of the time I won't do that. I'll go back and forth with people. I think it's fun. But yeah, we're in Naggy's Lair with Delmar. And trying to get to 55, y'all. First time here. Like I said, this place is more of a duo or a grouping place until you get higher level, or if you're super crazy like these monks that are killing the lava duck crawlers. I get it too, like, this game's been out for a while, and a lot of people probably are super... And I respect it, for real. That's what I want to do. Eventually, with my 60 Necro, and hopefully eventually my 60 Shadow Knight, and hopefully eventually my 60 Enchanter. Like with those 3, maybe I can give a bunch of awesome gear to a Rogue or a Ranger or Monk or something crazy. I want to do that too. But I just want to earn it, make sure I earned it, and I don't know. Should I be going on raids and sitting there and doing one spell, and maybe that'll get me some respect? You know what I mean? Like, should I go be a Necro on a raid and, like, feed somebody mana or HP or something? Maybe that'll get me some respect. Just go sit with a bunch of other people and get carried through a raid while I cast one spell on one person. I don't know. I think it's better, like, crawling through dungeons and soloing, and eventually I want to do solo artist challenges and stuff like that. And you're going to laugh probably right now, but I can do it, man. You know I can beat Dark Souls 2 in under 2 hours. You know I just beat Dark Souls Remastered in, like, it was like 9 hours, but I'm practicing. You go try it. Dark Souls, I beat every Dark Souls game. Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. I beat Elden Ring blind without looking anything up. That's how I play. I beat my head against the wall until I figure stuff out on my own, without help, without people carrying me around, without the coat over the puddle, without the man bringing an umbrella over my head. You know, I figured it out on my own, dude. I beat Elden Ring without looking one thing up, totally blind. Beat it. Dark Souls 1, I beat deathless. I beat Dark Souls 1 without even leveling. SL1. Pyromancy. I beat Dark Souls 2 in under 2 hours. Speed run. Beat Dark Souls 3 a couple of times. I just don't like it that much, so I don't, I just beat it. Beat Sekiro. Beat Bloodborne multiple times. Did every achievement on all those games except for probably Sekiro. Yeah, and Elden Ring blind. It's on my channel too. You can say whatever you want about what you got to level 60, what you got to 55, what you did back in the day, what you did on THJ, what you did here and there. I got proof on my channel, so go check it out if you want to see any of that stuff. I don't think I have my Deathless run recorded, actually, or my SL1, but me beating the game is on the channel. If you just want to see, like, oh, is this guy actually good at anything? But anybody could beat Dark Souls. Yeah, if you look everything up and you do the best weapons and if you know all the boss's weaknesses because you look on the internet. I don't do that, though. So you can say whatever you want, but I don't do that. So if that's your excuse, I don't do that. I don't look stuff up when I'm playing like a game for the first time. I just play it. That's how I like to do it. Maybe after I beat it, then I look everything up and get better at it. I definitely look stuff up for EverQuest, though. Like, it's been out for way too long, like, to like, play it blind. That's what's so cool about MMOs. Like, back in the day, it was a little bit cooler back in the day when it first came out. And, like, not everybody knew everything about the game. That's when I loved to play it the most. It's like when there were still mysteries to be solved and places people hadn't seen. The sleeper or whatever, like deepest, darkest corner of a certain plane. Even just zones, like certain things that people didn't know, or how to spawn certain things, or certain names that have only been seen a couple of times because they're so rare, or anything like that, I love that. That's my favorite thing about this. One of my favorite things about this game. Just how big the world was, and like how one person couldn't see every nook and cranny and know every little thing about it. It took this many years for all the information to be out there on the internet. My favorite time, though, is when it was like 1 year old, 2 years old, when there's still some stuff out there, some mysteries that you could solve, some places you could go that people hadn't seen yet, and stuff like that. Now it's like all turned inside out, cheeks are spread wide. But I still like it, though. I try to play it like its cheeks haven't been spread wide. Like, I'm not looking up every single little thing to make sure I'm getting the biggest advantage over every enemy or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'll figure it out on my own, hopefully. I said I think we're near the LDC camp. Comments will probably tell us. Yeah, or I'll tell you stuff that you don't even want to know. Where I act like I'm trying to help you, but you don't even care. You're just listening because you think I'm entertaining or something. You want to see me play. I play Gems of War, and I'm kind of like a teacher when I play Gems of War, because I'm like an expert at that game, and I'm really good at it. And I'm not saying that game, you can make fun of that game if you want. Like, I'll say, yeah, whatever you say. I'm not going to defend anything about it. But I'm an expert at it, and I'll play the hardest fights, and I'll win. And I don't spend any money on it or anything. Like, say whatever you want about that. But what I was saying is, I'm like pretty much a teacher trying to help other people, not spend money and spend less time on the game by doing things smartly and using smart troops and fighting the best way that they can, because it costs money. Like, this game don't cost money, so I don't mind. Time is money, I guess. But what is he saying? All I'm saying is, when I make one of these videos, sometimes I slip into that mindset of trying to explain what I'm doing and teach, when I'm really just a peer. I'm not really a teacher with this game. I'm more of a student of the game that's getting a D plus. All right, so I'm looking through the lava duck crawler area. Somebody is here. I'm not trying to kill anything. I'm just looking around. We're just looking around. Sometimes you got to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I could tell myself this thing. Sometimes I got to give people the benefit of the doubt that maybe they're the first time that they're here and they're just looking around and they're not really trying to steal anything from me, which I try to, until you start killing something, especially if you send me a message. But I don't even know where this person is. We looking around. Here's the platform, the mani pad. This is the guano harvester area. Should probably start talking about the video. It's starting to get into the bats and the bugs. This is kind of all leading up to bats and bugs. We're killing bats right now and bugs right now. This isn't the area. This is kind of bats and bugs, but you got to go a little bit further past like the crusher trap and down a different hallway to get to the real bats and bugs, I feel. I don't know though. Let me know in the comments. I don't know much about this zone. Only been here. I think I've only been there twice, actually. This was one time, but I'm making 2 videos out of it. Oh yeah, then there was the Imp Protector time, and then the LDC time, so it has been 3 times. This looks like it was 2 times, so this is 1 time. So I'm just looking around. I'm big, I'm fat, I'm tall. I don't have a shrink pot yet. There's a bat up there. I don't know how to get it. How do you get that bat? Somebody tell me in the comments. If I'm fighting another bat super close to it, I think it will come, but otherwise, I couldn't get that bat down. Sometimes there's enemies that you just can't. Like, have you ever walked into Mistmore or Lower Guck and you see like a pet just standing by the zone line? Sometimes enemies are like that. They're just bugged out. So I don't know whether I can get it or not, or if it's just bugged out. Pulling with snare, which I don't know. I don't know. How do you feel about that? I pulled with snare because look at me ducking and running super slow. Like, I don't want to be getting hit the whole time. Probably is why. All right, how much do we got? We have 50 minutes left. Wow. So I might start times 2ing when we're not doing anything. I was just on a rant at the beginning of the stream of the video. Might be giving y'all some more videos, by the way. You guys have been rocking it lately. We'll have a dud here and there, but I feel like we've been doing much better recently. It's unfortunate that I have to be a little negative and talk crap about another game to get some more views, because I feel like that's what's happening. Plus, people are coming back to P99. It's like a combination of both. Some people can take a joke and don't take me so seriously, and they're smart. Some people get angry and aggro when I'm kind of just joking around. I played, I'm telling you. I played Lego Batman, played Lego Star Wars, okay? Played those games. I played them before. I played Gems of War. I played WoW. And I'm talking, and it's just it's a video. Don't take it so serious. I believe everything I'm saying, but I'm turning it up to a 10. So if you met me in real life and you said, hey, I played DHJ and I'm going to beat you up, I'd be like, try me, first of all. Go ahead and try it. But, I'm just joking around 50%. Can follow me, show you rest. Lava beetle incoming. Alright, so we're gonna go show him around a little bit. Little dwarf man, little beard baby. Why you got a receding hairline, beard baby? Or is your hair growing in? See, that's what you should say. You are a beard baby. And your hair is growing in. It's not receding, it's growing in. Y'all see Vin in my last video? Like, how'd he get back in the company, dude? I fired him. Fired him at Hill Giants, and then he comes back in Kelethan. And if I say Kelethan, somebody's gonna leave a comment. It is Kelethan. I agree. It's the name of a city in a video game, you know. Look at this. I might make that my thumbnail, and then I'll get demonetized because they'll think it's something it isn't. Look at that. I'm trying to get probably a good thumbnail. This is the lava duck crawler area type stuff. I'm showing around Delmar. There's a monk just destroying all the... There's quite a few, actually. We tried it. It's going to be the next video, so I don't want to say too much. Maybe not the very next one, but it's going to be next Wednesday. We tried this camp, which is definitely harder. The lava duck crawlers are like 45 to 48, somewhere around there. If you go up there, I'm pretty sure that's towards like fire giants that way. Pretty sure, and you don't want to be doing that. Said I think up here a no-no. Fire giants and Naggy. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just looking at a map. Alright, so the monk has somebody with him. I thought he was soloing. That's cool, though. I got somebody with me. I always, like, get down on myself for not killing so quickly, but we are a Shadow Knight Cleric combo. We're like a healer and a tank. We're not... I'm not a monk. You know, I'm not an enchanter. I'm not a mage. I'm a tank. We're a tank that's taking damage and a healer that's healing damage, and we're slowly killing stuff. That's what we do. That's our thing. We need to find a third person. Which shout out to Faceless One if he ever wants to come back. F1, person I trust the most. Well, hey, we could take auditions if he doesn't want to come back. He's talking about it a little bit. Shout out to him if he's listening and watching right now. We'd love to have you back, bro. I know you're busy. But you know how I don't even play that much. We play like once a week. You don't watch football or something, bro? You don't watch baseball? You don't watch basketball? You don't... Come on, man. You're just not allowed to play? You're not allowed, bro? You want me to go on down that route? Just kidding. I get the aggro, too. I get the aggro. Y'all get the wife aggro? Jeez. Try to keep her at least dubious. He gets ready to attack sometimes. You know what I mean? I won't take it the other way, sorry. I know it's kind of TMI. Sometimes she be ready to attack and I gotta log out. Here comes Captain Silverwind in 1 minute and she's ready to attack. I'm like, man. I've gotten in trouble for that before, though. Does anybody out there feel me? You feel me? It was when I was playing WoW. It was like I was winding down my WoW career, but I was still playing pretty heavy. It was right before I stopped playing. It was like right when, I think the first expansion came out, maybe. I only played like vanilla WoW. Molten Core, Blackwing Lair. And I was like towards the end of my WoW career. And I got into some hot water with the old lady for playing a little too much. But you gotta know when that starts to be a thing, you gotta just be done. So now I'm playing again, but I know my limits. I'm playing when she's not here. I'm playing when she's sleeping. I'm not gonna sit here and play for 6 hours straight and just say, "Fuck you, bitch. Man, I'm afraid, you bitch. Go make me a sandwich." Nah, I know better. I wasn't doing that either, but I would just keep playing and just let her be annoyed. Now I can tell, hey, she's annoyed, I'm getting off. Happy wife, happy life. Killing bats. Bats are annoying because they stun. We got multiple bats, but Trey has been locking them down. He's doing crowd control. He's an enchanter. He wanted to be an enchanter, cleric, paladin. That way he can have clarity. He can mesmerize. He can charm. Okay, and he can have full heal. Right? He can have stuns. I guess enchanters already have stuns, but he can charm. He can mez. He has clarity. He can full heal, and he has lay on hands. That's what he chose. Those three. I want to be a warrior, a necro, and I would love to, like a mage. I want to have a mage pet while I'm a warrior and a necro. That way we can just be six classes as 2 people. Well, that's what I want to be. That's what I'm trying to do. I want to make sure I have the most HP in the game, most HP and AC in the game, and then I want to have, like, be able to, like, Fear Kite and Lich, and have a Earth Pet, and Call of the Heroes, and big nukes, and, you know, that's what I want. And he wants to be an enchanter, cleric, paladin, which I think is a little redundant, but it is what it is. I mean, that's what he wants. He wants to be able to have clarity 11. Clarity 11, mesmerize everything in the zone for 30 minutes, and full heal, but also lay on hands, so he can just push one button and full heal himself. But we're also each going to have, I'm going to chug a potion that gives me quadruple experience every kill I get. And then I'm going to also have like a healing potion that if I lose any health at all, I'll just take it and I'll get all my health back. And then I'm going to have like a mana pot where I don't have to sit here at all. I can just chug my mana pot. That way, like, no fight even matters. Because really, fights don't matter because there's guns. So that's why. Alright, I'm going to go 2 times speed. We need to start getting through this. I'm just sitting because my mana's low. Running around in Naggy's Lair, ducking because I'm so big. Let's put it back on 1. We got a bat. Bats and bugs for the first time. B&B. Butts and boobs. Doing butts and boobs today, guys. Juicy heinies and big knockers. Today on EverQuest P99, we got juicy butts and big knockers. Butts and boobs. I was gonna say butts and bugs. Butts and bugs today. The Sonic Bat. Sonic the Hedgehog. I wanna have a Lamborghini in Naggy's Lair. A Lamborghini, and then my skin is gonna be Jason Voorhees. I'm gonna have a chainsaw. I'll just cut the bat's wings off. And then I'll eat its head off. I'll turn into Ozzy Osbourne. And then I'll put on my duck shoes. And I'll do a dance. I'll do the gritty. I'll do the gritty around Naggy's Lair. And then I can high-five each other. And do the gritty again. Do the gritty in front of a Freedy. And then just use a chainsaw on him, cut his head off, and win. And get all the loot. And then do the gritty again. And then do the gritty in the lava. And then I'm going to shoot through the ceiling and fly straight to Lower Guck. And then do the gritty again. And then I'm going to say 6-7. And I'm going to be Sabrina Carpenter. Get some duck shoes and have a Labubu on my belt. That's what I want to do. I want to chug a mana pot right now and get all my mana back immediately so that there's no reason to, like, cast certain spells and do certain things. You can just cast all the spells. I don't have to worry about HP at all. I just fight everything. You know? Don't have to strategically pick my enemies or be careful at all. I just get in my Lamborghini and run them over and put my chainsaw out the window. And then do the gritty. Alright, we got these 2 bats. I don't know how to get them. I should just use, like, a bounce pad and bounce up there. Probably, you know? Get a grappling hook and pull them like Scorpion. And then do an uppercut. And then they'll fall through the floor onto some spikes. Alright, we got 2 bats. So we're going to lock them down. Trey's going to do Mesmerize and cast Clarity on the whole zone. Actually, he's going to root. And I'm going to move a little bit so they can't hit me. And then he's going to keep it locked down with root. Because that's what he's got. He can't be a cleric, enchanter, bard. So I'm going to have to sit here and just whack away with my mace. Can only fight 2 enemies because I can't chug a health pot or a mana pot. Unfortunately, I can't bandage in the middle of the fight. An ambulance pulls up and they jump out and they start bandaging me. Right? I'm gonna call the ambulance, the ambulance. Call 911 on your smartphone, and then an ambulance pulls up right next to you and they start bandaging you during the fight. Wee-woo, wee-woo, wee-woo. Are you fighting a skeleton? Bandage, bandage, bandage. You're fine. Yeah, I'm gonna fight another one. Oh, he got aggro. Just feign death. Feign death, Delmar. Feign death, bro. What are you doing? You don't got feign death, too? Should. Feign death, dude. What are you doing? BeardBaby, feign death. Evade, evade. Do evasion. Feign death, bro. Alright, I got it. We got it. He got it. He rooted. Alright, we're back in business here. This bat's almost dead. Dude, why didn't we just, like, chainsaw their heads off, call the ambulance, get bandages, get bandaged while we fight, and then why didn't he feign death? He should have mezzed them anyway. Charmed one, have it fight the other one. I don't know why I didn't do that, dude. What's his problem? It's doing the Madden replay, and I could have did that way better, you know? Next time, Trey, you gotta call the ambulance, have them pull up in Nagafin's lair, and they jump out and they'll just bandage you. They'll bandage us while we fight. And then I want you to feign death. If you get aggro, you gotta feign death, BeardBaby. And then when you stand back up, just mez everything, right? And then get out your water pet, or no, charm one and have it fight the other one. And then I'll just I'll go get more. I'll pull a Freedy and Nagafin. I'll go pull Naggy and a Freedy. Okay? So I'll pull Naggy and a Freedy. And then we'll call the police, and the police car will pull up, put them in handcuffs. And then, while we fight the rest of the bats, which will be very quick, and we'll get like a whole level off of 1 bat. Once we get like level to 60 off of these 2 bats, then we'll fight Naggy. Okay? Which is going to be a little... We might have to use like at least 1 bubble of HP and mana to fight Naggy. But it'll be okay, because I have like 500 HP pots and mana pots. And we can call the ambulance and the police. Plus you can feign death, harm, touch, lay on hands. Right? So, we'll just charm... what I'll do... Okay, I'll teleport to the hill giants, and I'll charm 3 hill giants, and I'll bring them back to Nagafin's lair, and then we'll have the 3 hill giants fight Naggy. That'd be fun to watch, actually. I would like to see that. I was gonna do this thing called Charm Fighting Championships, but nobody wanted to see it. So I was gonna like fight enemies against each other with my enchanter and see who would win. Like make it as fair as possible. Like in this zone, it would be like a sonic bat versus a lava beetle. And I'd try to get them like the same level and have them fight each other and see who would win. Type stuff. I thought that'd be interesting, but nobody wanted to see it, so I didn't make any more. I had to start real low level, so I get it. I was doing like skeleton versus spider or something. Maybe now that my enchanter's at 43, I can do some cooler stuff, and maybe people will watch it. Can have like a hill giant fight a giant skeleton or something, or we can have... I could have a tentacle terror fight a crystal spider, see who wins. Something like that. Yeah, I don't know why Delmar is even sitting down. He's just being lazy. And he should just... Right now, he should go charm a Freedy and bring it over here so we can have it as a pet. So we can fight the sonic bat. I don't know why he's not doing that. He can just usually just walk... When we're not recording, usually he can feign death when he gets aggro, and then he walks through walls, and he goes and he charms the hardest thing in the zone, and he brings it back, and it just murders the whole zone. It's usually what happens when we're not recording. So he's just showing off right now. I'm exaggerating. It's funny though. Super exaggeration is funny, isn't it? Except for when you get mad about it, I guess. We got less than 2 bubbles to 55. That'll be about 2 kills. Let me just chug my experience potion real quick. Dude, he's dragging it. Why doesn't he shut up and stop? Moving my stuff around a little bit because, you know, I didn't bring my wheelbarrow extra car bank, put all my change in the trunk and all my weapons in the trunk. I don't have that. I didn't bring my wagon. Usually I have a wagon that I just carry around behind me and I put all my stuff in it and it's like 0 weight. That's definitely a thing though. You have like all these, you probably have 14 bags with 50 spots in each one. That's all 100% weight reduction. Oh my god. I got 50,000 things in my pockets and they all weigh 10 pounds each. Oh, I still got it in 2 times. My bad, y'all. I know you probably don't care, but I care. It's a fight. Get low on health. Oh no. Dang, full heal. BeardBaby coming in clutch. Then I taunt right after he does that. At least I hope I did. Slamming. I love slam. I know, like, I like to slam something and then run around behind it and act like I'm a rogue. It only works for like 1 hit. And it really doesn't do much, but I think it's fun sometimes when I'm soloing. I'll slam it, then try to run around behind it and get a hit in. So they like stay in place. Or if they're running away from me and I slam them and they stop. Like, forgot to snare. Snare usually wears off. I don't forget to snare, but sometimes snare will wear off and then they'll slowly be walking away and then I'll smack them in the back of the head and make them stop. I'll get out my Turtle Man potion and he brings a fish net and he throws it around their legs. And he says, what's he say? I don't know. I'll just, once I get off video here, I'll summon Turtle Man to help us fight. Alright, we're down by the lava. I think this is bats and bugs right here. I don't know for sure, but to me, this seemed like the most concentrated area where we were getting into trouble, and there's like a lot of, like, once you go down that away, I'll call that bats and bugs, but I don't know. I resisted the Sonic Scream spell. This one's blue to me. I am not doing too much, because I still need the Flowing Thought crown, which is the crown of Narandi. I said a different thing in the different video. I was looking it up the other day, and it's actually the crown of Narandi's crown, or the crown of Narandi. That's the one I want. It's like 35,000 plat, so I have to save up for a long time. Because like the camp I'm doing right now gives me like 500 plat per time I sell. And I could probably do that twice a day if I go super hard. So it's probably going to take me at least a month to get enough for the... And it's probably actually going to be like 2 months, because, I don't know. I was playing like pretty good for a minute there, but I haven't played in a few days. So I kind of lost track of where we are right now. I said, there's lava down there. Well, I should just scoop some lava up and throw it on the bat. Probably what I should do. I should pick up the bat and throw it in the lava. I should slam dunk the bat into the lava and summon Shaquille O'Neal. Then do the gritty. Probably what I should do. You know? Summon a drive-by shooting on the Sonic bat. Summon Leroy Jenkins into our group. And then he'll run over all the eggs and make a bunch of aggro on everybody in the raid. Isn't that what happened? I don't remember. Doing a life tap because I'm getting scared of my HP a little bit. But that's always good. I wanna be scared of my HP. That means he's doing a good full heal. The only time I don't want to be scared of my HP is if we're facing a frog with Ice Comet. I got blasted into the rafters. It almost looked like I was playing THJ because I almost like teleported through the roof to go to wherever I wanted. But I was dying as it happened, so it wasn't. It was actually P99. My corpse was teleporting through the roof, not my untouched, my no death run, never went below 50 HP, 50% HP body, teleporting through the roof to go wherever I want. It wasn't that. It was my literal dead body flying up into the rafters because I was getting my ass ice commented off. That's why. Dude, all he did was talk about it after he said he wasn't going to. Sorry, somebody left a comment. Now I gotta drag it out even longer and keep dragging it and dragging it. So if you just quit, I'll quit. But I'm gonna drag it a little bit longer. You just gotta hang in there. Be the adult. Let me be the child. Let me be the immature child. You be the adult. Alright, pulling a bat from down by the lava. I'm ducking. I'm crawling. I'm shaking my butt. Presenting my hiney. Alright, Sonic Bat. Bats and bugs. There hasn't been much bugs, but there's been a lot of bats. There's been a lot of butts, but not any boobs. Hope you're a butt man. It's a green bat, too. It's a green butt. He's not even funny. He just talks about butts and poop and boobs. I'm like the Jeff Foxworthy of EverQuest. You know you're a beard neck when your wife gets you aggro. She's ready to attack. When you call bats and bugs boobs and butts. When you want to charm Freedy and Nagafin to fight the bats. Sonic Bat, let's go. Sonic the Bat Hulk. What are you guys gonna be for Halloween? Gonna dress up like Sabrina Carpenter, do the gritty? I'm gonna be a duck. Just so you know. You see me out there at Halloween, I'm a duck. Quack, quack. Alright, gain experience. Still need 2 bubs. Giant bat wings, bro. Do I recommend this camp? I think it's fun. If you're going for experience and you want something... I think it's fun. I would do it again. I just know you're not going to get plat. Just accept it. When you split with your partner, you're giving them like 10 plat. Alright, I got a lava beetle and a sonic bat. And we're in the high traffic area. This is going to be crazy. Alright, we have rooted the bat. We're fighting the beetle. And look at my HP, look at my mana. I don't know what he's got. Yeah, we're circling back around. You can go like kind of in a... It's like a circle. Keep going around. I don't know though, you guys tell me. It's my first time doing bats and bugs. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I'm kind of playing it like WoW. Kind of playing it like an instance. So it's my first time. Once I figure it out, I'll tell Delmar where to sit and I'll just go pull. But we're kind of dungeon crawling, making a video, seeing it for the first time, so it's like a different situation. Once I figure it out, I probably won't be doing that. But you never know, it might just be how it is. Some camps are like that. Occasionally. Where should he sit? You guys have a good spot, or... Is there even a good spot? I guess if we clear a room out, he could sit in a room that we cleared, and then we'll put it on a timer. Alright, I'm getting smoked. I have no mana. I'm low on health. Boom, I got a full heal. I tell him to reroute the bat. This is when we were, like, solidifying our keep something locked down strat. I feel like previous to around... I think when did we start doing that? Was it here? Might be Nagafin's Lair where we started doing the lock it down technique. I learned that on my Necro. And I know that's not like a high level technique or anything, but keep rerouting it. Don't let it break. If you let it break, it's going to run over and smack you in the face and spit down your throat. So you need to, like, keep it rooted so it don't do that. Because root's very low mana cost. You can root, sit, gain mana, root, sit, gain mana, and you're gaining overall. But if you let it come over and smack you in the face and beat you up a little bit and then root it, then that's way worse. So my advice to BeardBaby is, if we have multiples, just keep one locked down. Like, go look up your root and see how long it lasts, and then reroot before that happens. Even though it's like random, it'll break whenever, so you might just do it. He's already doing that. He doesn't need the advice, but to anybody else out there. So now we can leave it rooted. See, look what I'm saying. I said, do this. Get like 2 to 3 ticks, then root. Get 2 to 3 ticks, then root. When you have no mana, you could still, like, figure it out. We don't have to camp out. The other option was camping out, feigning death. That takes way more time. You know, it's safer, but it takes way more time. If you root it, let's say your root lasts 30 seconds or something. I don't know. Just for easy math. If your root lasts 30 seconds, then you can get 4 ticks of mana, cast a root, get 4 ticks of mana, cast a root, get 4 ticks of mana, cast a root. And 4 ticks, like your root probably costs 2 ticks, maybe 3. So you're gaining a tick every time you do that. So it's a net positive on mana. After like 4 or 5 roots, you're going to have enough mana to heal. And then we can fight it. I said just for right now. I said, like, make mana progress, but root 2. So you can live on the edge a little bit. You can, like, wait. I'd rather root early than late, though. But get as many ticks as you can. Like, test it. Like, okay, I got 2 ticks, and then I rooted. Next time I'm going to try for 3 ticks, and then root it. And the next time I'm going to try for 4 ticks, and then root it. And the next time I'm going to try for 5 ticks, and then it's probably going to break and run over to you, smack you around, spit up your butt. And, you know, so you got to just figure out what's the limit. And do, like, a little bit under that. I might go to... Okay, so I'm going to cast some dots on it, because I also am getting mana. That's the cool part. It's locked down. I'm not fighting it. I'm not losing HP. I'm not standing there not getting mana. I'm sitting 2. He's getting mana. I'm getting mana. Now I'm dotting it. So while it's rooted, it's going to lose HP. As long as nothing else comes, we should be good. So I'm dotting it up. Getting like a jump on it. My dots are trash. My dots are like a little tickle fight. Tickle its armpits is my dot. But tickle its feet, tickle its armpits. But blow in its ear and give it a wet willy. You know what I mean? Give it a wedgie a little bit, maybe. Pull its chair out from under it. Spitball. But it's not going to kill it, but it gives us a jump start. Alright, he said he's ready, so I'll get in there. Get in there, I'll be taunting, I'll be slamming, I'll be smacking it with my mace. I'll be hitting it with some more dots. I got mana now. I got time now, boy. It's blue. I resist the Sonic Scream. I hit it for 47, 49, 50, 13, 47. Get smacked by some Judgment. Delmar got aggro. I taunt. I think. Come on, bro. Yeah, taunt. There we go. I'm getting way better at snap aggro. Like in this one, I got better when we had the monk in the group, and it was just pulling aggro out of its butt. And I was trying to keep it on me, so he only had to heal 1 person instead of 2. Oh, we got another bat now, dude. Okay, we're gonna just do the same thing again. Let's do it again. Lock down the bat, kill this one. This one's almost dead. We rooted it. As long as I can move. As long as okay, good. We're good. So this spot was like high traffic, I swear. This was fun, though. I like living on the edge, almost dying. Almost losing all my progress. I don't like calling the ambulance and getting bandaged while I fight. And Stone Cold Steve Austin smashing healing pots on my forehead and then waterfall chugging them during the fight. I don't like that. I like this. Right here, this is what I like. Right here. Literally right here is what I like. And you can say, you're just sitting around most of the time. Yeah, but I could die at any second. I'm sitting around because I'm almost dead. I'm like, I can't stand up. I'm so weak because I'm having very tough fights. I'm not just chainsawing, calling in drive-by shootings and tactical nuclear explosions on everything. I'm not playing Ever Night or Fort Quest. It's a blue Sonic bet. He's locking it down. I said, we're just trying to get out of here. He's got 40. I said, keep it rooted for a minute. I kind of wanted to get a little bit of mana. Yeah, we're trying to just, like, get out of this area. It's like ad after ad after ad. But our little strat works, man. As long as there's not more than 2. That works when there's 2. Like, you're fighting 1, you're low on HP and mana. You can definitely beat the 1. But when you get an ad and, like, the ad's gonna kill you if you don't do something about it, you lock it down, and then you can keep it locked. You kill the 1, you make it to where there's only 1 that you can't beat, but then you lock it while you're getting mana. It's a strat I like to do with my Necro. Oh, see, we get another bat, dude. We are so dead. Rooted it. We are so dead, bro. I was trying to get my eyes on Delmar, so I don't have X-ray vision. I don't have a little icon on the screen of exactly where he is at all times, like a GPS. I type in where I want to go, and it auto drives me there. I can sleep while I play the game. Put it on autopilot, GPS, and then I go take a nap, and then I come back and I'm level 60. Yeah, I ain't been playing like a lot lately, but that means I've played like 2 times this week instead of 5 times this week. I'll be playing more soon. I just have real busy life lately. And I could have played, I was just being lazy a little bit. Alright, so we killed it. We got 1 again. Lock it down. Say, how you doing? We don't have telepathic powers where we can conversate with each other through our minds. I wish we did. Then I would just know how much his mana isn't flashing on my screen and like exactly what spell he's casting and stuff. I have to like pay attention and ask him. I have to like type while I'm fighting and stuff. It's not telepathic. Jean Grey, Professor X, Night Quest. So I have to like type it in when I have a second in between pushing all my buttons with my mouse because I'm a noob. Got 30, I said, okay, keep it locked. This is the birth of the keep it locked technique, which you're like, dude, it's like the wiping your butt technique or putting on your pants technique. But something I used to do on my Necro quite a bit. With my Necro, it was better because I could lich and like bond and vexing, and you know, I would only have to sit there for a sec. And I have Paralyzing Earth, which would work for like at least a minute. So I could get, 5 ticks in between roots. At least a minute. I don't know the exact. I think Paralyzing Earth's like 2-3 minutes, but you always gotta err on the side of caution. Alright, he's ready. So let's go. Almost full health. I got a Bubba mana. He's ready. That means he probably has at least 50%. Dude, how many bats? Is another one gonna join in? Like, how many times does this happen? You know what would be cool? What if, like, buffs would just stay on forever? Like, we never had to cast them. Like, what if, he just snaps his fingers, like a genie? and then all the buffs are on me, and then they never wear off. That'd be cool too. I wish that was a thing. I could just have every buff in the game and just leave them on at all times, 24/7. And then I'll put it on autopilot, and I'll go to sleep. And then I'll come back, and I'll ding. See, then you don't get to see your ding or say grats or nothing. That's no fun. It just happens while you're sleeping in bed. While you're playing another game. Mega Bonk. I want to play Mega Bonk though, but it's because I know like what it is. It's not like a game I love getting turned into baby bullshit. You know, a lot of times when people mod games, they make them harder. That way, there's more replay value. Like, I watch people that play Resident Evil and Silent Hill and stuff like that, and then they'll play a mod where it's like 4 times the enemies, or permadeath, or rando. You go through a door and it's random where you go. Items are in different locations, you know. That's what most people do. They make the game harder, not easier. Like, I don't know. That's fast backwards to me. I know it's a time issue, but that's like a gigantic excuse. I gotta shut up. What the hell? Okay, I'll stop when you stop. That's all. You know? Give me 3. Give me 3-1. I'll drag it for 2 more after this, and then I'll shut up forever. It's in the gray. It's buried. It's dead. It's under the dirt. Go on. Alright, so this is okay, this next area, there's a bunch of beetles, I think. And we're probably going to get back spawn soon. And I think we're towards the end of our session, and I'm like, dude, this is not the type of zone where you just end your session and teleport away. Like, I need to get back to the entrance. I can't just camp out here. Yeah, stuff's spawning behind us. I said, there's stuff both ways. Trying to end our session right now, and I don't know which way to go to make it faster. And I think this way is not the right way. It's going to give us like 4 beetles. Oh, crap. Ducking. Okay, but Delmar's right there. He just rooted one. Alright, here we go. Bringing it back to our high traffic area. We're fighting right in the middle of the road. Like Frogger. Dodging cars. Lava Beetle. This is pretty action-packed, though, compared to one of my normal videos where we are sitting around a lot. But this is reality, man. It is what it is. I get hit for 82, 57, hit him back. Did I notice a difference with my Cloak of Crystalline Waters? I think I slightly do. Like, my Ebon Mace was... If I wasn't in first person, I'm like swinging. You know, I miss a lot. If I didn't miss so much, dude, it would be like just numbers on the screen. But fortunately, I miss a lot. Like, taunting so he can root it without too much trouble there. You gotta do that. I'll be watching. I'll be paying attention. Okay, I'm really low on health, and he was just running around rooting, so I'm hoping he's casting a complete heal. I'm going to go ahead and life tap to buy him some more time. He didn't need it, though. So, beetles, you know, it's almost dead. Not too bad. It's on like 30, 40. Just like this spot. It's fun, though. It's fun. I liked it. You see how we're in the same spot, dude? We kill like 3, 4 bats here, 2 beetles. In the same spot. The lock it down technique. The wipe your butt technique. The put on your pants technique. Eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner technique. Drink water so you don't die technique. The technique. Alright. I mean, we're slowly clearing. We're like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. See how much mana he's got after that. Fiddy. Alright, let's fight then. I say Fiddy is a go. Fiddy's a go. It's probably like 3 complete heals. So 2 and like some roots if we need them. We don't need 2 complete heals, most likely. Maybe 1. Hopefully. I could solo, like, how I think about it is, like, I could probably solo this with everything I got. So with a partner, now I might need 1 complete heal. And then he's blasting 2. That's usually how it goes. I don't know, like, where did all my plat go, you guys? Like, I've been playing this game for a long time. I have a 60 Necro, 54 Shaman, 55 Shadow Knight, 43 Enchanter. Where did all my plat go? I swear, man. I think a bunch of spells on my Necro. And now the cloak and the lance. Chestplate. Still want to get the Aura of Death, at least. I kind of want Undeath. The person that told me to get Narandi's Lance and Cloak of Crystalline Waters and the Crown of Narandi said that the Aura of Undeath isn't worth it, but think about this. I'm an ogre. I'm big. If I can turn into a skeleton, it'll be like pretty much I can shrink whenever, yeah? It'll make me smaller without having to buy shrink pots that cost like 20 plat a piece per like cast. It'll save me money in the long run for real. If I get I think it's called Aura of Undeath. It might be called something else of Undeath. But it's a Vampiric Embrace type thing with an illusion of a skeleton. And then I'm an ogre. I can't sell anywhere. Even if you think I can, they call me a stinky ogre and do I have my own vendors, no matter what you say. Like, so if I could turn into a skeleton, sometimes you can sell because you get different faction. Like when I'm on my Necro and I Lich, I can sell to the Northern Row, like in people. But when I'm my Dark Elf, when my normal Dark Elf self, I can't sell. But when I'm in my skeleton form, I can sell. So in my head, that means if my Shadow Knight could turn into a skeleton, maybe I can sell certain places that I can't sell right now. I can shrink, I can sell, I can have a better Vampiric Embrace. Like, I think it's going to be worth it for me. Somebody said, like, do some faction work, which is smart, but what... Would you rather be able to shrink forever for the rest of time without having to buy shrink pots and maybe have enough faction to sell? I just need to be able to sell to like one vendor, not every vendor. Like here and there. So that's all. I think it's worth it for me, you know? I'm gonna go for the crown first, but I don't know though. I might get the other thing first. We'll see. Alright, we're back in this spot. I think I ended up... Did we go backwards? I wasn't paying attention. But we're back in this spot. For the bats. We're just trying to get out of here now. There's 3 minutes left in the footage. So yeah, I apologize, everybody. Like, you stop and I'll stop. I'm trying to stop. But it's not easy. I'm addicted to it. And I'm just playing around mostly. If you take super offense to it, I'm sorry. But that's your problem. Dang, I hit for 111. I got my Reaver out now. I'm like, let's try this Reaver. Got 100. My biggest hit with my Narandi's Lance was, I think, 216. So far. But yeah, that's what's been going on, y'all. Like, we did Naggy's Lair Part 1, where we looked at the kobolds mostly. Looking around for the first time, figuring stuff out. Then the next video was me in Kelethin doing a super duper dad camp. Fighting a super hard guard every 24 minutes. Adding other guards in between if I could. Which normally I can at least add one other guard. reading the comments. And from that video is where we got this new comment where I'm dragging stuff again. So 179, let's go. And now I put out part 2 of Naggy's Lair, which is this one. And what am I going to put out next? I don't know. I'm trying to get together with Trey so we can do a sesh. We didn't do a sesh. We missed a sesh. And then he's off all week this week, but I am busy as heck this week with a billion appointments that are stupid. So I don't know when I can play for real. And if I can play, it's usually like dad camping, not super actively duoing. Alright, so we found these online, which this is where we end up camping out, is by the Soleil. We got Guff Grom here. Guff Grom here. Yeah, that's what's up, man. I don't know what the next video is going to be, but one thing I have recorded is lava duck crawlers with the crazy monk Chikara. Me learning to do snap aggro better, getting better. I know what it is. You know what I mean? I just getting better at it. And you get to see him blendering duck crawlers while I tank, while Delmar heals. See them for the first time, and then we try it duo after that. So we go from getting carried by a monk pretty much to doing it by ourselves. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. So I'll see you for that. If nothing else, you know, if I have to, I'll put that out on Sunday to buy myself more time. But I'm gonna try to maybe the one thing that we have kinda maybe Burning Woods Giants with my Enchanter and his Mage. Or maybe even my Shadow Knight and his Mage, because I think he got a new pet. So, anyway, I'll see y'all for that. Like, share, subscribe. I know I'm all... Hey, super chat, super thanks. Become a member. Nobody does it, but I still gotta say it. You know, so shout out to Lisa Jean for the one a month ago or whatever. It's the end of the month. This is when I need it. If you have ever thought about it in your life to throw me 1 penny, like now would be the time. I'm just saying. All right, I'll see y'all. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace out.